on. The story from the project. Innocent black man. Let me be clear. Damn, man. The story from the project.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Small Account Challenge. Today is day number 80. Y'all, all I can tell you, man, is we went after it this morning. At 9:30, the market wasn't moving like that, but we kept our attention on SPY and Meta. We stayed home. Everything else is a distraction to me right now. And by 10 o'clock, the music started playing, and y'all, I started dancing. I was doing the Harlem Shake and the 1-2 two-step, and we came out on top with a nice percentage. Now I'm gonna tell you exactly how we pulled it off. And today, midday market recap. All right, y'all, let's talk about the trades from this morning. All I can tell you, y'all, like I said, we crossed over the $1,300 mark today. Man, boy, was it one of them Fridays. I'm telling you. Anyway, our first trade today was Meta to the upside. I was watching Meta from the open because SPY was kind of low and Meta would look like it was ready to go. So anyway, at 9:30, I like sometimes the way Meta opens up because for some strange reason, it be heavy bulls in there sometimes. So today we jumped in at 9:32, rolled this bad boy up. By 9:35, we was out for a nice trade. I'm telling you, man, that set the tone, but it wasn't a lot because we got in kind of late. So that was about $6 or $7. Boom. Our next trade was on SPY to the downside, 941. Let's pull it up. SPY, 941 to the downside. Okay, cool. All right. So, like I said, in the open, SPY wasn't doing too much. It was hovering around this trend line that I got set up there, and that trend line is at around 680. It's coming up to the trend line 930, but it didn't break through. 935, it breaks through that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna let this run a little bit more because it's not convincing me enough. By 940, it finally breaks through, but it has a lower wick, which letting me know I think the bears are trying to push it down, trying to add some downward pressure. So we jumped in at 941 for the downward pressure. It pushes down a little bit, but it was only a pop down, lower wick, and pop back up. So now we like that. So now we sitting red for a little bit. We gave back our profits from this morning, and SPY continues to want to trend up. So I'm saying to myself, Michael, keep the guardrails on, keep your mental stop on, and get out of this. Exactly what we did. We got out, gave back the profits, and lost on that next trade. We got out of that one at about 950. So that was 2 candles later. I didn't like where it was going. That's cool. Like I said, kept our composure and stuck to our guns. All right, y'all. Our next trade was on Meta to the downside at 953. Okay, 953. All right, 935. We got a long candle. 940, medium candle. 945, medium candle. And now we're running up to some resistance up here at the all-time highs, 725.01. I'm saying to myself, it's looking like it don't want to break through. I know this SPY starting to trend back down after we got out of it, and I know SPY is the entire market. I'm saying to myself, this might not break the all-time high right here. It's coming up. We jump in on this candle here. It's the 955 candle. We're in this candle hoping, believing that it's not going to break. And we were absolutely right. It doesn't break, and it sells off a little bit, and that's when we make back our loss from the second trade, and that's how we ended up break even on the day, but we're still not where we need to be. Remember, we're trying to do 2 and 3%. So anyway, our next trade was on Meta again. Like I said, I'm convinced now that it doesn't want to go higher right now. So what? Remember, hold your convictions when you're messing with the stock market. Hold your convictions. If that's what you see, you hold on to it. The double top let me know it wants to go down. So we jump right back in that next candle before it closes. And I'm saying to myself, I truly believe it don't want to go down. I'm not thinking it's going to flush. But boy, when the candle opened up, that bad boy flushed. And we was sitting in that candle and it runs down heavy. When candles do that, you got 2 choices. Either lose your money or make your money fast. And that's what happened. It falls down. We sell on that downward pressure push and got out. And that gave us a nice trade. I think that one might have put us at maybe at $60 on the day. But then we jumped in the SPY at 10.02 to the downside. right, let's go over there to the downside. Okay, SPY. Now that I know that meta flush like that, I run back over the SPY because I know if meta flushing, SPY has to be flushing. And you can see this candle here. This candle here is going crazy. But I noticed it's coming to the moving average, the 200-day, and you know that is a good line of support. But because of the pressure, I'm saying the bids may break through this. So I said if it breaks through, we're jumping in. It breaks through, we jumping on that candle and ride it down and catch a nice trade on that one because it flushed, and that put us at like maybe $75 on the day, something like that. But I told you this before. Those kind of candles usually have a rubber band bounce back. So what I do on the very next candle, I jump in the other direction. As SPY begins to come down to the resistance, we jump in on this and we front ran this. You know what I mean by front ran, right? We jumped in before the candle closed. Like I told you before, the better you get at predicting what's going to happen next in the stock market, you'll make more money. And because I had a real conviction it was a rubber band candle, we jumped in. It rides up on the 10.05, on the 10.10 candle, but we got a 10.05. It runs up, and boy, are we in that candle. And we stopped out, and that's how we finished the day. You can see it there, about $100, like 6 or 7%. Like I told you, y'all, all we need to do is average about 2 to 3% over the next 70 days. And boy, we gonna be sitting pretty. And then we do that the next 70 days after that. And now this account is looking nothing like it once was. And I hope you guys are following along with me. All we need, y'all, is 2 to 3% consistently on the current balance of that day. If you lose money the day before, you start with that balance. And remember, all you got to do is get 2 and 3%. Some days you may get 6 or 7%. Some days you may lose 1%. But overall, over the average, 3%, and you sitting pretty. You just got to average that. Anyway, y'all, what a wonderful Friday. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I see you guys back up this for Monday for day number 81. All right, y'all. Peace.